Greetings, Rebel Scum. Today, we're going to take a look at a very interesting tutorial. I'm going to show you how I painted my grandfather's helmet.
Welcome back, guys, for another edition of Daryl Paints Stuff. Today we're going to be painting the melted Darth Vader helmet from The Force Awakens. This was a resin print done on my Epax E10. Once I washed and cured it, I hit it with some primer, and now we're hitting it again with another primer, but this time it's the Duplicolor Sandable Black. This dries very matte, and we want that for the overall look and aesthetic of how this helmet appears on screen. I'm being very liberal with the paint coverage here, simply because of all the different undercuts and details that I need to get this paint on. I mean, this helmet is pretty messed up. Once dry, you have a nice matte black. And to start off our highlights, we're going to use just some white Tamiya acrylic, and this will be sprayed through my Iwata Eclipse CS airbrush. Just making sure I get all the little detail and undercut areas, just to bring out some more definition. For the next colors, we're going to be using Sky Gray, Flat Earth, and Buff, all Tamiya acrylics. And we're just going to be using these colors as more highlights, more grime, just to bring out some more of the tones that I think that you would see on something found like this. I don't think it would just be black and melted looking. So I'm going to add various shades of brown, gray, and tans just to give it a little bit more of a pop. Once I'm happy with the tans, I go back in with some golden carbon black just to kind of knock back some of the tan and brown areas. I don't want it to be too prominent, but I do want you to be able to see them. Also, this is a different shade of black, so it should offset from the main sandable black primer that we used at the beginning. And we're back with the Flat Earth and Buff. I mixed these two together. I didn't want just the Flat Earth color. I also didn't want just that light tan that the Buff has. So I took the Buff and I put a couple droplets of the Flat Earth in just to give it a deeper tone. And now we're going to use some Tamiya Hull Red to just add another layer of color gradient to this helmet. So when you're looking at this thing from any angle, different lighting, you see different shades and tones on top of that black, and a lot of the deep cuts and recessed areas as well. Since Vader's helmet was found on Endor, I used some gold green here to add just that last little bit of highlight, since Endor is a forest planet. I would imagine there was some moss on Vader's helmet when it was picked up by Kylo. Once I was happy with the layers and gradients and shades of paint, I'm going to move over to dry brushing. So you know that entails some Liquitex heavy body iridescent silver. We're going to use this to bring out some of those detail areas. And I'm also going to be using a Tamiya Weathering Master palette. This is the B palette, and we're going to be focusing on the rust area palette part, pigment, I guess you could say, for this helmet or display piece. Can't really wear it. Dry brushing is really simple. You just take yourself some paint, put it down, grab your brush, and you're going to just get it on the brush and then knock as much paint off as possible until there's barely any paint on there. And then you're going to take that and brush it across your piece. And what pigment's left is going to, you know, show up on the edges and places like that. You don't want to get this deep into a lot of the recesses. This is mainly just for the edge detail to bring back some of that metallic look that Darth Vader's helmet would have, or had, I should say, before it was Death Starred. So the key is just to pay attention to how much paint you actually have on your brush. It's easier to just go back and highlight more, or add more paint, I should say, to highlight an area if you feel like there needs to be more. Easier said than done when you have to take the paint off or go back with another color to cover up that highlight pass because you went crazy with the painting. So just take your time, you'll be good. And last but not least, the Tamiya Weathering Master palette. Try to get this thing open. There we go. And it comes with this little applicator. I mean, this thing is basically like a makeup palette. So we just get that on there, and I'm gonna get it in some of the recessed areas just to build up this kind of rusty look. I'm not going to go too overboard with it. There also is a brush on the other side of it that you can use to knock back some of the pigment if you go a little too heavy on it. But not to worry. It's fairly simple. This stuff applies really easily as well. This is one of those less is more kind of techniques. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I had a lot of fun making that Darth Vader helmet. It has been something that I've been dying to make for quite some time now, and through the power of 3D printing, patience, and a lot of different paints, I was able to bring that project to life. God damn it. Yeah. So if you like that video, make sure you like and subscribe, hit the bell notification for more. I'm trying to put a video out a month. So far I've hit my mark, and this is actually going to be the second video that I've put out in the month of March. Is it March? No, it's April. Yeah. So I think we're on track here. I can't remember. Yeah, but I have some more exciting projects coming up here in the future, and I'd love to share them with you. Also, all the materials used, as always, will be linked in the description below, so you can pick up and try this for yourself. I mean, you could do this on FDM, you could do it on a resin printer, or you can use this technique on a completely different prop if you're looking to just add some world use, grime, dirt kind of thing on something like a Fallout prop or any other Star Wars piece. Make it your own. Have fun with it. And until next time, guys, peace.